If you want to work in the field of robotics, what kind of skills or knowledge that you have to learn?
Send the message to the surveyor. The surveyor will do analysis of which job that.
People mostly think about robot technology in the field of computer science or maybe mechanical engineering, electronics engineering. But actually the robotics technology field is much wider than what you expected. Hello everyone, this is Marom, and today I'm going to talk about the domain of the robot technology field. Mostly robotics technology is one of the engineering field that has much maybe multidisciplinary phase, so it contains a lot of field of engineering and science. So actually robotics development relies on so many field of science and technology, but there are three main components, three main fields that combine robotics engineering. The first one is mechanical engineering. So because most robot, it's kind of a machine, a device, so that's why they're supposed to be part that have to be designed and manufactured. That's why it's very important to have the mechanical engineering skills. The second part is related to the electric and electronics, because they are electronics part. And the third component, which is the computer science or computer engineering. Mostly those fields are being studied separately, but now of course that they are new multidisciplinary fields such as mechatronics. So mechatronics contain combination of mechanical engineering and electronics engineering combined. There is also the biomedical or bioscience field, engineering field, also combined mechanical to electronics, computer science, and also biology. So currently now with the development of robot technology and the interdiscipline of so many fields, there are actually new kind of fields are entering for the development of robotics. So we can find now the sensor development. Even in the computer field, we can see the implementation of artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, big data, cloud computing. Also, we can find now that material science are being added to the development of robot technology. So actually, the development of robot requires a lot of field. That's why there is a lot of combination, interdiscipline between so many fields. So if you go to companies that develop robots, you'll find people specialize from different fields, from mechanical engineering to electronics engineering, computer science, or working together to develop this robot technology. But actually the robot itself does not rely only on the development itself. Now we are seeing a much bigger domain for the robot implementation, which is the application. So if you draw a circle to show what are the domain for the robot technology, we find that there's a much bigger circle outside of this domain that contains the application field. Because now robots are being heavily implemented into so many applications. You can see robots being implemented in medical application, in agriculture, in defense application, security application, even search and rescue. So to design those kind of application, you require much different kind of skills and knowledge, much wider than the one that we showed earlier. So generally, when people they want to maybe study about robotics or think about how to develop robot, they always think about the core, which is this mechanical engineering or electronics engineering or computer science. But actually, you have to focus also on the application design. So you can find people who are specialized in medicine. Now they can work in robotics, to see what kind of needs or tasks that can be done by robot in the medical field. We can see also people from agriculture science. They can design robots that can fit to the application that they need. So sometimes if you focus on developing robot from the application side, maybe you don't need that much like very complex system. You can design very simple robot, but at the end it can't fit to the application. Actually, one like inventor, he developed like a simple robot that can be used like to help like disabled people who are staying in hospital to be present somewhere else. So the robot device is very simple. It's just robot with 2 motors, camera, and internet connection. And the user can control this robot through the internet. So it's a very simple like robot device, but it have a great application. And you can see that there is a lot of application that a robot technology you can develop with very simple techniques. You don't have to go that far in the field of maybe artificial intelligence or maybe computer science or like medical design or all of those things. Just very simple robot technology, but it can have a great application. So similar, like we can see that we have the circle in the middle, which is contain the robot development core. Outside of that domain, you have much bigger domain, which is the application. So mostly the people who want to design application, of course, they have to work with robots, people. If you don't have the robot in the middle, then those applications will not be available. But there is a much bigger domain outside like this circuit, which is the effect. Because now people are using robot heavily into many applications around us. That's why it's have some kind of effect on the economy, on the society, in the way that we think. That's why like now like there is another implementation, another like effect, another domain for the robot technology that's contained like from perspective of economy, perspective of law, of social science. So now we are seeing that there are some research in the field of economy that they can see the effect of the robot implementation to the workforce, because now we can see that robot could replace a lot of work. That's why there will be a lot of effect in the economy. And also like when we use robot inside the society, we have to see what is the effect of this robot on the society. And let's don't forget that there will be a lot of like laws that requires what will happen when we deal with robot, especially like now when we use heavily artificial intelligence, robot will become more like smart on the environment. It has to maybe make its own decision. And that requires some kind of law and ethical issues that we have to take care about. So we can see that there is the 3 domains. The circle in the middle, which contains the robot development. Outside, the bigger domain is the application. The much bigger domain is the effect. So the people who work on the effect circle, mostly they care much about the application. They don't maybe have to work that much with the design of the robot itself. But for them, the most important thing is the application. And the people in the application, they have to also think about how to design a robot. So we can see that there is a big maybe domain for the robot implementation. So if you are thinking about studying robot or maybe to work with robot in your future career, maybe you don't have to study engineering or computer science. Maybe you can study law and also study the effect of robot on the society and how to make laws that can make robot much safer in our environment. Also, you can study social science and study like the effect of the society and how robot could interact with a human in a safe way. Also, and most important now, people are studying about the economy. So generally, like the bigger circle with effect is mostly being done by government or big organization, big companies, because of course what they design, of course, or what they have to deal with can affect the whole society and have big impact. If you want to learn more about the robot technology and robot implementation, please subscribe to this channel and I will try to provide you with more information every week. So thank you for watching and until I see you again.
Thank you.